I love a buttered biscuit. I love a buttered biscuit.
You know, I thought about just having you in there all by yourself. I was like, oh, that would be nuts. That would drive them crazy. The crowd
That
would
would
go
be
wild.
nuts. Yes.
Well, all I have to say is we've got this one.
Stop it. Get some help.
And Volstorm
We're
breaks
gonna-
in.
We're gonna let the pudding pops flow all over.
Touchdown. Paper? Unbreaded.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Oh, it's so good to see.
Where
So
are
good to
those
see
pretty
all you
pops
guys.
going?
Well,
We're gonna flow all over the picture pages.
Oh,
is it a date?
it is.
Yes.
Is it a date? Well,
Right.
I did hear from Welsh Lady. She is actually listening and kicking back. She said that she's not joining in tonight, which is fine because
Yeah.
you know she
Totally
doesn't like my face tonight. It is too pink.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm kidding.
I told her to rest up because she's going to need her strength when we kidnap.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna wear her out next week.
What?
Buddy. Yeah.
I had no idea this was in the works.
Well,
Wow.
you know, we did get the panel van. We are on our way from England to Scotland. We
Just-
might get lost along the way. And
I think
you
you're
know,
going
and,
the wrong direction, just a little bit.
hey, don't judge my driving skills.
Maybe ask for directions. You know, that's supposedly a thing that I don't know.
I don't know.
I
Can
don't
you
do.
drive? She's like, can I drive to Wales? I mean, I'm assuming that I can. I mean, it'll take at least a few hours.
You could drive. I don't see. There's ferry boats, right?
Uh-oh.
Well,
Uh-oh. Where'd Yamaha go?
Yamaha took a ferry boat.
he took a ferry
Yes,
boat.
yeah.
Well, he'll be back. You know how he can't handle it whenever he's all alone.
Hmm. Well,
Yeah, see, Welsh Lady, she heard us.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, we got an interesting one tonight, and don't blame me because you guys are the ones that came up with this shit. just saying. We got sexy corn zombies from an eclipse. You know, we got an eclipse happening Monday, and of course everybody's going, oh, it's gonna be the end of the world. It's gonna be the third
I'm singing the REM song right now. It's the end of the world,
as we know it.
I feel fine.
Yes. You know, the cool part about having the end of the world is, you know, Y2K. I missed out on it, you know, and
Yep.
I'm thinking every year there's going to be, you know, let's see, you know, Biden became president, and of course that was going to be the end of the world.
Yep.
And I'm so disappointed. Every like major turn of events that happens, it's the end of the world. Even whenever Trump became president, it was just like, oh God,
Yeah.
what are we going to do? I
Well,
don't
the
know.
last eclipse, the
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
solar eclipse we had was the end of the world.
Ah, jeez. I mean, with
And
this
the
many
Mayans
ends-
never got that
Yeah.
right.
I think they
Full of
might be
shit.
onto
I think
something.
they were just drunk.
No,
They were high on ayahuasca. That's what it was.
That's what it was.
They were too.
So-
That's exactly what it was. They were too drunk to figure out. We ran out of lines. Ah, fuck it. We'll worry about it
End of the
later.
world.
That'll
We
be
can't put
fine.
any more lines in.
So I actually got a chance to meet some Mayans. They're actually pretty cool. It really sucks for them because they got overrun.
Mhm.
That's why they left. That's why they left their cities. It was sort of. I'm trying to think what it was. It was the English that came in, and they came in, sort of like hung out and got to know and sort of like charted this indigenous people. And then whenever they left, they were pretty much left it like they were. And then the Spanish came in.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, the Spanish just they brought in slavery. So they were bringing in slaves. They were running sugar mills. So they basically were growing a whole bunch of sugar cane, and they just destroyed the land. And the Mayans, because they were living in these big cities, they just moved out to get away from it. They were just like, yeah, this gentrification isn't working for me. We're out of here.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, pretty much. And then they just abandoned their cities because the way the Mayans had set it up, and one of their rulers sort of came up with the idea, working with the local people, is what they would do is they would plan a certain area, and then they would go over across the lagoon and they would plant over there. And then they would like switch locations every so often. What it does is allow the soil to refertilize.
Yep.
They sort of had that figured out. And of course, if you look at the Mayan calendar, it actually works on the proper calendar, not this calendar that some religious nut came up with. It was just like, oh, we have to have 31 days and 30 days and 29 days. And no, they had it figured out down to like an art of like, this is how many days are in a calendar. This is whenever you're supposed to grow. It's amazing. It's amazing how smart this group of people were, just because they've been around for so damn long. We're talking about, decades before, some like dude over in the Middle East like decided to get a whole bunch of 12 people and put them together and then hang himself from a cross and then roll a stone out of the way.
You cannot attribute the calendar to the Lord and Savior. You can't do that.
This is where I would kick Shizzy out of the stream.
I know. I'm like, dude.
What did I just walk into?
Some of your history is accurate, and some of it's a little.
Just Shizzy being sacrilegious. That's all.
Yeah, of course. Well, no big deal. I mean, we are talking about a cult here tonight. We've got an eclipse. We've got a corn cult.
But it's my cult.
That is true.
Yeah,
that is true.
Right. That's
Well,
right.
speaking of corn cult, cheers to you guys, because I'm drinking some corn.
Nice.
Wow.
You get your corn from a jar too, don't you, Shizzy?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, boy.
Good to see you all. Oh, see.
Hey,
you're
Squid's there.
You already have a request for you, brother.
Mm-hmm. Well, I went to for her, and apparently it blew the internet. So it kicked me off.
Well,
blow your subs.
It's just that powerful.
My first tattoo was my end of the world tattoo, December 12, 2012.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
beautiful.
Nice.
Texas Jen, awesome.
What's up, Texas
Hey,
dude?
What's up,
Jen.
Jen?
And thank you, Welsh lady, for your wonderful daughter reaching out to us and letting us know that you were still alive and kicking, hopefully kicking like Kaiser's butt, because he needs it every so often.
Yeah, well, I don't know what I did this time, but I probably deserved it.
We can do that here.
Yes. Kaiser's like, please.
Oh
No, please, no, please,
Please.
no.
No.
Oh,
Please,
no.
Don't
Please
do
Oh, no.
that.
Don't
No.
do that.
Mm.
No.
Please don't throw me in that briar patch.
Don't forget the cat of nine tails, mommy. I mean,
It's like, go pick out your Switch. You come back with Cat of Nine Tails from her bedroom. She says, go pick out your Switch. You come back with the Cat of Nine Tails from her like side drawer or whatever. And she's just like, wait, what?
I don't know if I can hang with y'all tonight. Lord have mercy.
Woo, mommy.
Hell, I'm
You
gonna
need
have
to
to go get a
record it.
beer at this point.
I know.
You need to record a video, but don't really wanna.
Oh.
I've had those days.
What kind of video are we talking about?
Shizzy does have an OnlyFans.
I do have.
So
Yeah, have an OnlyFans.
if you're looking for ideas.
Yeah.
They won't even verify me. They're like, my picture doesn't match up to my content. I was like, I haven't put out any content. How can it not match up?
You're right. It doesn't.
I have a pussy there. He's a
What?
cute little cat. He's got like the big pretty eyes.
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
Maybe they've researched you.
They did.
Very
They probably
possible.
did.
They
They're
see,
like,
they see your YouTube channel, Shiz.
Oh no, it doesn't matter. No.
yeah, it's like nothing matches. It's like no near undateable. I was like, well, of course.
Oh,
Hmm.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, I actually fear the day I have to look for other employment, and I'm like hoping to God they don't find my YouTube channel.
well,
Mhm.
For real.
no.
Well, as long as they don't find mine, you're good.
Yeah.
Find your associates. Yes.
My
I don't know who
cohorts.
I don't know who this person is. What are you
I've
talking
never
about?
seen this person in my life. I don't know.
What
who
is a
this
Shizzywhiznut?
Mm.
Uh-huh.
What's that link? Oh, you want my OnlyFans link? It's
Yeah.
it's up there. I have the link, but I'm not gonna put anything out there until they verify me, little bastards. It's just like, and then it'll be spotty at best.
Well, she did say earlier, I got a bunch of fantasies to fulfill before the end of the world. So, you know.
Oh,
Oh damn!
Mhm.
I guess I'll have to
Ooh.
get on that, won't I? Because I mean, the end of the world is supposed to be tomorrow. What noon?
tomorrow.
Depends on where
And I'm
you're
going to
at.
be broadcasting live.
Fun.
Yay.
Well, that would be awesome.
Yep.
Mhm.
So, yeah. Do you want me to go ahead and griff that one out?
Yeah, go ahead. Throw
So-
up the link to it.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and throw that out there. So
So-
tomorrow, starting 1:45 Eastern, I'm going to be going ahead and going live with the sun cam, and we're going to get to watch the eclipse as it happens live over my house. And so yeah, it starts at 1:45, 1:50 is whenever the it's supposed to start drifting in. It's just the live stream is just going to run through the entire thing. I've got a tripod set up. I've got an old phone that I'm running out there, and I'm thinking about setting up like some, like games or something like that on the stream, so that way folks can kind of watch as we just hang out, game, whatnot, and it'll be a good time.
Awesome. I set up my tripod also, but for different reasons.
Hmm.
Usually it's for 3D printing.
Oh, yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Now,
What were you
here's
thinking?
here's the
What were
part
you-
Kaiser didn't tell you. His show starts at 1:45. He will start getting trashed at 1:30.
Well, I mean, I got to set up ahead of time, and then I got to make sure everything's live. So I'm probably not going to actually pour the first shot until we are live at 1:45. But
So
However-
what you do is at like 10 o'clock in the morning, you go down to Harbor Freight, your local Harbor Freight, get yourself a welding mask and just sit out there and watch it.
I've already got the glasses and everything. I actually got a filter to go over. I have an old Samsung phone.
Yeah.
I can still connect to Wi-Fi on it in my house. So I'm like, I just put it on a tripod with a little mount, and then I just got the little filter that goes over the camera so it can look at the sun directly
that's
and not
cool.
burn out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I'll just set it up there, and I can just let it live stream on one camera, and then I can actually set up, and on my main computer and everything, and whatnot over here.
Very
So-
cool.
So what does Down Home Network have going on these days?
Well, Down Home Network actually had a show today.
Oh,
Believe it or
Yeah.
not.
Believe it or
Did you
not,
really?
we were able to find Mildred just long enough to
What
get
did
a
you
show
do to
going.
Mildred? What did you do to Mildred?
Well, Mildred leads a life of adventure.
That's what
that-
Mildred did to herself.
Yeah, it's
Well,
just what Mildred does.
the
And so,
90s were rough. The 90s were rough.
you
on her.
know, and then poor Maud, she's just trying to understand the way of the world. And then, there's Claude, and we don't know what the hell Claude does.
No,
Really?
we have no idea.
Mm-mm.
Is Claude's last name Balls by any?
We don't know what Claude's
We
last
don't
name is.
know. No, we
Um,
don't know their names, really. We know they live in the 5 counties. And
okay.
yeah,
So
somewhere.
So if you guys want to throw a link up to that,
Oh,
you
yeah.
should be able to. If you're not, then just hit something in the chat. I'll make you guys
I
mods.
can do that.
Not a
I can
problem.
do- Yeah.
Yeah, throw the.
So
link
I want to
down
make
here,
sure you guys get
Kaiser,
that
I got
stuff
you covered.
out there.
Oh, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Now, well,
Oh,
I
see,
wasn't paying
Yeah.
attention.
there you go.
Yeah, he already-
Social network.
I'm already a mod.
Yes. So
Thank you, Ballstorm.
Not a problem.
I think Diva is too. She should be.
She
I'm
is.
I think we're all mods.
good
Yeah.
because I usually like to get the people that are on channel regulars so they can throw up their links every so often because it makes it much easier for them to throw up their
True.
link and that way they can say hey and
That's true.
I don't bring butt heads on my damn show so
Are
That
you
helps.
sure?
That helps.
What the hell am I doing
No.
here?
Wait, I was gonna say, yeah. What am I doing here then?
well, good morning all. It's good to see you.
Hey, what's up, Dave?
Hope you're having a good evening. Yes, check out the Eclipse with Kaiser pineapples. Most definitely, that's going to be awesome.
Mhm.
Be awesome.
There we
I
go.
will be working. Of course, I have to, make sure that like today I spent the day getting a whole bunch of MREs like stacked up and put away for whenever, and
Tomorrow.
ammo. Yeah. Cause we know that the end of the world is going to happen and everybody's going to panic. I did manage to get some, what do you call those little things that like scissor?
Lesbians?
What?
What?
Yeah.
I'm glad I was trying to post links and not paying any attention to what.
Well,
y'all
the
were
show
saying.
has started.
Oh, dear.
For chickens where it like cuts off their heads, like chickens with their heads cut off.
Oh.
What were
Oh,
you thinking?
chickens.
Yeah,
Chickens. Oh, I'm
it's
sorry.
like a little
Okay.
clipping thing.
Yeah.
I need to delete my browser history.
Cock choppers.
I bet you do.
Thank you. See, you know what it is. There you go. See, I have a
What
story.
in the
Okay.
world? My God.
Thank you,
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Lefty, how you doing? How you doing?
Hey.
Are you describing my OnlyFans? Yes, there's lots of scissors there too. I have.
Well,
I have like I might even have some taint. I'm mispronouncing it. It's tint. But I
Oh,
say,
Oh.
because I'm from the South, I always say taint.
Tant.
no. Tent.
Taint. No,
Taint.
it's taint. It's taint.
Tent.
It's taint. Taint what you thought it was it?
Well, that's
I usually
different.
I usually just say pumpernickel to avoid any confusion.
The taint, the grundle, the fleshy fun bridge.
I need you
Holy
to scratch
cow.
my pumpernickel.
Have to go up.
So this is an interesting story, and I want to blame chat for all of this because you guys are the ones that came up with it. But it was a good idea.
That's why you're awesome.
Yeah, chat is awesome. I will guarantee.
That is awesome. Yes.
So what we got is the name of this one is called the Eclipse of the Corn Harvester. Okay.
Mhm.
So in a rural town, of course, they would call it Maysville, located in the American Midwest, known for its extensive cornfields and secretive religious cult known as the Order of A10, or like A10. Like it could be 9, but they have 10. So then you got Sarah Fields. She's an ambitious little slut who's investigating the cult for a breakout story.
Mhm.
We got some reverend. His name is Saul. He's charismatic and he's an odd leader of the Order of A10. And then of course Hank Granger. He's a local law enforcement officer with personal ties to members of the cult. He just might be a black man also, but that's okay. We call him Big Black. So I was watching this thing with my wife. It's called the Resident Alien. It's on Netflix. And of course, this cop comes showing up, and he's like, my name's Big Black, and the guy just looks at him. He goes, oh, I get it. And the guy was like, you know why they call me Big Black? He was like, yeah, it's because you're drunk. Guy looks at him. He's just like, it's hilarious. We had a good time watching it tonight.
Oh, this is gonna be. Okay. I'm just gonna say, for reasons I cannot disclose, if I disappear after this stream and some of the things that are probably gonna get read, it's been a good ride, everybody.
Oh,
Well, he'll be on tomorrow at 1:45.
But we got Eliza Corn Maiden. Oh, she's a devoted and indoctrinated young member of the cult.
Of course she is.
So of course, Eliza, wouldn't you know it?
Just don't apologize, Kaiser.
So-
It only makes it worse.
that's
The
right.
order of Atan performs a mysterious ritual in the heart of the cornfields. Rituals believed to bring out the divine transformation, but instead it turns the cult members into topless corn zombies. Sarah Fields, who's undercover, seriously, within the cult, must escape and find a way to reverse the effects of ritual. Oh wow, we got some interesting stuff here. So.
Wow.
And this is the blurb for it. In the heart of America's agricultural lands lies Mayfield, where the solar eclipse heralds the awakening of a dark harvest. The Order of A10, an enshrouded cult, sought divine enlightenment, but instead unleashed a scourge upon the earth. Topless corn zombies. Sarah Fields, a journalist on the brink of her big break, infiltrates the cult for a story that could skyrocket her career, at least give somebody a skyrocketing, only to find herself ensnared in the nightmare that ensues. Deputy Hank Grainier. Yeah, wouldn't you know it? Corn, Grainier, got it. A stalwart of the law in the town, torn between superstition and science, confronts a reality, bending the very laws of nature as he fights to save a childhood friend turned into the Corn Maiden. A ticking clock looms over Maysfield as the sun fades in the horizon. Sarah and Hank must unearth the secrets of the cult's ritual and put an end to the horror before the next eclipse seals their fates. Eclipse in the Storm Harvester. The Corn Harvester is a tale of cosmic terror, human folly, and the thin line between faith and madness that one must walk to save a town from its own beliefs. Hooray, hooray, hooray.
Wow.
I don't know how much.
A good one.
I don't know how much topless there's going to be. I didn't get a chance to read the story because I was working on a time crunch.
Clark, I can picture it in my mind, and it's beautiful.
I feel especially responsible for what is about to ensue this evening.
When it wiggles, it jiggles. You know that it does. Welcome to the corn zombies in my hood.
I'll tell y'all a very funny anecdote backstage after the stream.
Oh, okay. I like it. I like it. Well, if you want to start out, Diva, we'll just work our way down.
All right. I always forget how to say this word. Is it harbinger?
Harbinger.
Harbinger? Okay. The Harbinger's arrival.
Meow.
A chill ran through the quaint town of Maysfield. Typical for an autumn's embrace, but there was something else, a whisper in the wind hinting at changes soon to be wrought under a darkening sky. Sarah Fields stepped off the bus, pulling her dense woolen coat tighter around her. Her shoulder-length auburn hair fluttered as she surveyed her surroundings through sharp emerald eyes, the golden flecks within them catching the fading light. Sarah, an investigative journalist known for her tenacity, had come to Maysfield on a lead that the odd order of the A10 was preparing something sinister for the upcoming solar eclipse.
All right. The Order of the A10, a group shrouded in secrecy and rumors of cult-like activities, much like the Illuminati, have found a home among the endless rows of cornfields and the superstitious whispers of the townsfolk. Sarah, confident and methodical, with a nose for the clandestine, planned to infiltrate their ranks and expose their plans of the New World Order. Her history of unearthing the unusual and her slightly off-kilter sense of intuition had landed her many a story. Yet Maysfield promised a narrative that just might become her magnum opus. It's also a narrative that's being spread apart by the mainstream media. Watch yourselves, folks.
Her first stop was the local inn, a wooden construct that seemed to creak with every sigh of breeze. The innkeeper, a haunched woman, donning a perpetual frown etched deep in her leathery face, handed over the key to a modest room. Sarah made a mental note of her. Miss Loomis, a potential source of town gossip and folklore. That evening, Sarah found herself amid the order's gathering under the guise of a spiritual seeker. The barn where the congregation met was vast, its high rafters lost in shadow. Lantern lights played upon the faces of the order's members, yielding an otherworldly glow to their already fervent expressions. Here, Sarah met Eliza Cobb, her naive eyes gleaming with an unsettling zeal. Eliza, a local girl turned devotee, had the kind of beauty that was arresting in its simplicity. Corn silk hair and freckle-dusted nose. Her unwavering belief in the order's techniques.
Maybe.
Techniques right off the bat. All right.
Yeah.
The her unwavering belief in the order's teachings was plain as the cotton dress that draped over her delicate frame.
I'm getting
excited already.
I was gonna say, where's that corn going?
Yeah.
Well, there was another figure who demanded attention. That was Reverend Saul, a charismatic leader of the order. His voice was smooth as honey. He spoke of the eclipse's impending significance, casting shadows of anticipation over the congregation. His mane of salt and pepper hair framed a face that was once kindly and cunning, weathered perhaps by too many secrets. Sarah could feel the weight of his gaze as he welcomed newcomers, his piercing blue eyes suggesting he saw more than he let on. And as Sarah mingled with the cult members, carefully weaving the web of her false identity, the barn, its occupants felt increasingly claustrophobic, a serpent coiling itself tightly around her investigation, just like a large snake should. The furtive glances, the whispered fervor, the smell of tilled earth and sweat. The order of the A10 was bracing for something monumental. Mordor, the moon, slipped its crescent into the sky, cast its meager light through the small window, and it was just under the silver gaze that Sarah finally succumbed to the exhaustion of her journey. The sleep claimed her, the restlessness of the town settled around her, embracing her in its strange quandary.
Shall I go ahead and read my part then?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You
You're
skipped
fine.
Kaiser.
I'm sorry, brother.
His delicate freckled nose. You skipped him.
You're
Corn
fine.
silk hair. That's what it was.
Here, we'll just do this. We'll do that.
He's right.
There you go.
There we go.
I just took a giant shit on him. That's what it was. Took a giant shit and walked away.
Take that, Kaiser.
It's okay. It's
Here's
what
your
I'm used to.
Cleveland steamer.
Hey, there's
Dirty
corn.
Sanchez.
There's corn in
Toot,
it.
toot. Oh, the eyes of the corn. Deputy Granger had always been attuned to the rhythms of Maysfield. It was a small town where the unusual stuck out like a sore thumb. Lately, the cornfields had begun to whisper secrets, and he was inclined to listen. Reports of strange lights and hushed voices filtered through the stalks and unsettled the normally unflappable townsfolk. It was his duty to tread between the rows, seeking out the source of the unease. One dusky evening, Grainer's search led to a disquieting figure standing amidst the corn. Reverend Saul, this crazy leader of the Order of the 18, stood silent, his presence both commanding and foreboding. The deputy felt the air crackle with tension as Saul turned to him, eyes glinting with the fervor that seemed to pierce through the gathering twilight.
Go ahead and read the next one and then let Diva have it after that.
Okay. You cannot stop the change that has come, Saul spoke, his voice a melodic baritone that seemed to resonate with the land itself.
Diva?
All right. Grainier, ever the skeptic, bristled at the veiled threat. This is about protecting the people of Maysfield, Reverend. If something's going on in these fields, it's my job to find out what. The eyes of the corn see all, deputy, Saul murmured, gesturing to the sprawling acres that surrounded him. They bear witness to the truths that you seek and the transformation that awaits. Heed their gaze, for the sun shall reveal all in time.
Have you heard the good news about the corn?
Watch out for the
Hand on the
corn.
tooth.
The tooth? I got tweet tooth. Just go ahead and finish it out, Diva.
With those cryptic words, Saul stalked away, disappearing into the darkening rows as Grainier wrestled with the growing sense of unease. There was something brewing in the heart of Maysfield, and he couldn't shake the feeling that it was more than just the fervor of a few misguided souls.
Ooh.
Chapter 3, The Darkening Sky. The day of the solar eclipse dawned with a sense of ominous expectancy over Maysfield. Sarah Fields, having wavered herself into the fabric of the Order of the 18, felt the pulse of anxious excitement that thrummed through the cult members. The sky, as though in symphony with their cause, gradually began to dim, a cosmic curtain slowly drawing across the sun. From her vantage point among the zealots, Sarah watched with a reporter's keen eye. Beside her, Eliza Cobb stood serene and statuesque, her gaze fixed on the heavens, as if she could command the celestial bodies with the force of her will.
Well, she is a redhead.
That's true. The Corn Maiden, as she was reverently called by the others, exuded an unsettling calm that sent shivers down Sarah's spine.
Mm.
Hmm.
Mm.
Get a little sleep, babe.
Well, now.
Families, young and old, gathered, their hands clutching relics and amulets provided by Reverend Saul. Children, ignorant of the gravity of the ritual, played between the rows of towering corn stalks, their laughter a stark contrast to the solemnity of the adults. As the light waned, the crowd moved into formation, forming a circle in the heart of the cornfield. Reverend Saul, with a presence both magnetic and menacing, stepped into the center. He raised his arms, and the air hushed as if the earth itself held its breath. The last sliver of sunlight flickered like a dying candle flame before it was snuffed out by the encroaching moon.
And then here's where the darkness enveloped the land, the daytime stars revealing themselves in rare spectacle, With the darkening sky above, the ritual commenced. Hushed whispers swelled into a chorus of incantations, rhythmic and haunting. Eliza, her role now paramount, walked forward to the center with heedless devotion, ready to ascend as the embodiment of the cult's harvest goddess. Sarah's heart, it pounded in her chest. She had stepped into the inner circle of a living, breathing story. Sort of like I have a story, just got right dark in there, but she couldn't shake this feeling that she was tangling with forces beyond her comprehension. Her journalistic pursuit that brought her to the edge of, an abyss. And she feared it when she would come. The darkness, she feared what would come when the darkness lifted.
That gaping hole.
As the eclipse reached its totality, a veil of silence draped over the congregation. All eyes were fixed on Eliza, who stood naked. What a spectacle of nipples and
I don't think that's in there,
That's
Shizzy.
not part of their story.
she bathed in the ghostly light of the corona. But then the stillness was broken by the crackling of the corn, a sound that seemed both foreign and familiar, a harbinger of the chaos that would soon unfold.
Okie dokie.
Just gets all excited and the trail veers off.
In chapter 4, the core is like the shadows embrace. The moment the moon masked the sun and eerie light washed over the cornfield, Sarah, the undercover journalist, stood among the cult, her heart racing as the chants of the Order of the Eight crescendoed around her. Around the perimeter, cloaked figure swayed in an ancient rhythm, one that seemed to pulse from the very earth beneath their feet. Eliza Cobb, the Corn Maiden, stepped forward into the center of the circle. Her eyes, once lively with youthful curiosity, were now glazed with an unsettling devotion. As the darkness of the eclipse reached totality, Reverend Soul raised his arms high, invoking the power he claimed that would bring about a transformation beyond human understanding.
Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots.
Nelson, it's a small world after all.
Sarah's
It's a
skepticism.
small world after all.
It's
It's a small world.
Okay.
They send that cicada, P doesn't do nothing to you.
Well,
Why-
don't worry, because the
why are you
cicadas
bringing
will
that
come
up?
out. The cicadas will come out and pee on you, so it'll break the spell.
What's
Ah, this is a wonderful myth this evening.
Feels so much lighter out here.
Uh,
Sarah's skepticism shattered like a glass, and the air itself began to shiver with energy. A low hum vibrated through the crowd, and as if on cue,
I'm sorry,
the
that
cult
was
members
mine.
fell to their knees, gripping their heads in agony. Sarah watched in horror, one by one, as they twisted into grotesque, shambling forms, their bodies elongating, their skin hardening into a rough bark-like texture.
Oof.
Where once were human faces, now sprouted tassels, their mouths agape, and with rows of sharp kernel-like teeth. Okay,
That's
I just had to
that's
read that
just-
last paragraph.
That's just the ecstasy, honey.
you're rough.
My teeth have turned into corn kernels. Oh my god!
That's just the meth.
Falling out.
That's just the meth.
It's just a bad.
Rubbing a little wrong there.
Oh wow!
Hmm.
Wow, someone's getting naked here.
In the pandemonium,
Mhm,
Sarah
mhm.
tore off the pendant that marked her as one of them, her mind screaming for survival. With chaos erupting, she plunged into the rows of corn, her breath shallow, her every step fueled by adrenaline. Behind her, the transformed cultists, now topless corn zombies, shambled into the shadows, their gnarled forms merging with the stalks. Ducking under the leaves, Sarah's earlier training from her investigative reporting days kicked in. She moved with purpose, knowing that her best chance of survival was to remain out of sight and silent. The cornfield had transformed into a labyrinth of terror. Its once peaceful rustling now a cacophony of nightmarish sounds. Presently, Sarah dared to steal a glance back towards the circle. Reverend Soul stood untouched, a beacon of serenity amidst the bedlam, his face twisted into a smile that chilled her to the bone. It was clear that this had been his plan all along, or at least a version of it. Sarah could only guess at the man's true intentions, but one thing was certain.
You're gonna eat that corn.
One thing was certain. She needed to find a way out, not just for her own sake, but to warn the rest of Macefield of the horror that had been unleashed.
Go ahead.
Her heart pounding with the urgency of her perilous situation, Sarah continued deeper into the shadow's embrace, praying for an escape from the nightmare that the eclipse had birthed.
Birthing. She's a birther.
Yeah, you got to watch out for them corn zombies that are just out there chasing you around going, brains.
No,
brains.
no, they have boobs flapping around. It's like
They got boobs. I'm
got-
concerned now.
I mean, just
the only one that
imagine.
can get me excited about vegetables.
I ain't never been so turned on by vegetables in my life.
Jesus, man. What's it like going through the fucking produce section with her? God damn.
She's
Oh,
naked.
I gave you
thought
that one
were-
back. Yeah, grocery shopping is a fucking date night.
Told you. Told you.
Oh, I
Grocery shopping is
was
naked.
thinking of something totally different.
Man,
Y'all were talking about getting turned on by vegetables, and here I was like, well, where do you stick the wheelchairs?
Jeez.
It's the only thing that keeps you in the way.
How the hell am I supposed to follow that?
Yep, I went there.
Yeah. Well, I think somebody should bring out the pudding pops.
Chapter 5, The Harvest of Horror. The stillness of the evening was shattered by the cacophony of screams and terror that spilled from the town of Macefield.
Something really odd about a horror story read by Bill Cosby.
You need to look at your picture pages a little closer. Deputy Grainer.
No more pudding pops. No more pudding pops. That's what the screams were.
No, it's corn pop. It's corn pop. Get away from corn pop.
Corn Pop, he's a bad dude.
The pudding pops don't go there.
Maybe they
That's
do.
what you think. Deputy Grainer, gripping his radio, bolted out of the station as a flurry of distress calls echoed through the speaker. Painting a picture of a town plunged into nightmare, what they have not told you is he left his pudding pop on his desk. The creeping darkness did nothing to case the tension that now gripped his heart as he raced towards the center of town, where the mayhem seemed to be at its peak. Upon arrival, the sight that met his eyes defiled reason and logic. Perhaps he had already had a pudding pop. Townsfolk were running in every direction, pursued by what looked to be their friends and neighbors. But distorted, their bodies grotesquely twisted and sprouted vegetation like nightmarish scarecrows brought to life. Grainer's hand instinctively went to the holster at his side. This was a threat that bullets may not wear off. However, he did have the pen from his picture pages.
The bus Grainier.
Help us.
Help us, Grainer, a voice called out. It was old Mrs. Hetchins from the bakery, huddled with a group of children and townsfolk behind a car.
She
Grainer
cooks with
darted
wheat.
towards them, his eyes darting from one corn zombie to the next, unlike anything he'd been trained for. These creatures seemed driven by a wild, unexplainable hunger. With quick, decisive movements, he ushered the frightened group toward the relative safety of the station, all the while scanning for the young woman that had been on his mind since the ritual began.
Ooh.
Eliza Cobb.
Should be on my mind, too.
Yeah, I mean, she's freckled and she's wearing very little but nipples.
Oh, dear.
And red hair.
You're my.
Yeah, it's red hair.
But she was nowhere to be seen.
I wonder
no.
why.
Once he had the survivors secured, Grainer took a moment to catch his breath and try to make sense of the chaos. The cult members had transformed, but into what? And why now? His radio crackled to life once more, the dispatcher's voice frantic with the update and pleas for assistance. Grainer shook his head, attempting to dispel the shock that threatened to freeze him. Now was not the time for questions. It was a time for action.
Armed with his service weapon and a grim determination that had seen him through many difficult nights, Deputy Grainer set out to defend his town. Each encounter with the corn zombies grew more harrowing than the last, with Grainer's ever attempt to reason or communicate with them met with nothing but aggression. As he dispatched these twisted beings, his resolve hardened. Maysfield was his responsibility, and he would not see it razed to the ground by this harvest of horror. Yet as he fought his way through the labyrinth of streets, a heavy seed, well, his seed was heavy, of dread began to grow within him. Eliza, the little girl he had known since she was such a little child, was out there somewhere amidst this madness. And if he had been part of this ritual, if she had been part of this ritual, Grainer shook his head, refusing to let the thought fully form. He had to find her before she became one of them, before it was too late. And with his fortitude stealing his veins, not testicular fortitude, I mind you, because he has none, Deputy Grainer marched onward, every step a silent prayer that there might still be hope for Eliza and for his little town of Maysfield.
The strength of testicles.
As long as it's not Sans testicles.
Testicles. Sans testicles. Yeah.
Well, Mr. Testicles is just special.
Yeah, the ladies are nuts over him.
But
Chapter
I'll be the town eunuch.
Sure, his nuts aren't over them.
Labyrinth of stalks. The moon was a thin crescent, and the post-eclipse darkening. Its silvery light barely penetrated the dense canopies of the corn stalks that towered over Sarah. Her breath came out in short gasps as she navigated the labyrinthine paths of the cornfield, and rustling of the leaves a constant whispering companion, kind of like my ex-wife. In the chaotic aftermath of the ritual, the cornfield transformed into an otherworldly universe, a place where the boundary between the natural and supernatural seemed as insubstantial as a shadow. That's deep, brother. The night wore a heavy silence, broken only by the occasional distant groan or the rustle of movement that was too erratic to be caused by the wind. Sarah knew she wasn't alone. The corn zombies, those poor transformed souls, were out there somewhere. She clutched her recorder in her pocket, the small device serving as her lifeline, the proof that the horrors she had witnessed were real and not the product of an overreactive imagination. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Pressing on, each row seemed the same as the last, yet Sarah persisted. She stumbled upon scattered paraphernalia, candles that had burned down to stubs, and pieces of torn ceremonial robes, and strange symbols drawn into the dirt with corn husks. Each discovery was a piece of the nightmarish puzzle, evidence of the ritual that had so horribly backfired. Her progress was slow, the maze of corn an almost impenetrable barrier. Then she heard it, a whimpering sound, barely audible above the stalking wind.
Wait.
She followed the sound until she found him. A young man collapsed against a cornstalk, his eyes wide with shock, his body quivering.
He must have ran into Lynette.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I don't know what happened. I was there 1 minute. Next thing I know, this toothless method came out and attacked me with little chiclet teeth. Corn.
And this portal opened. There are people from the Panaverse everywhere.
He was one of them, a cultist. She could tell by the remnants of his robe. But now he was just a shell, a deserter of the otherworldly army he had helped create. Sarah approached cautiously, her recorder ready. "What's happened here? Can you tell me?" Her voice was gentle, but urgent.
Bridget, she liked the young man. Yeah.
Hold up.
Hey! Quiet! Shut that door! I said shut that door until I'm used now!
Through chattering teeth, the man spilled the secrets of the Order of the 10 in disjointed fragments. He spoke of the reverence for the Eclipse, his belief that they would be reborn into a high existence, free from the shackles of their human form. But terror had replaced the fanaticism as he described how the ritual had devolved into a literal harvest of horror, birthing an abundance of nature. Why is this so hard to read? As he recounted his tale, Sarah pieced together the chronology of events. The Order had not expected this transformation. That much was clear. I told y'all not to come back in here. The man alluded to an ancient text. Oh, that remind me, girl, my phone be blown up. A tome from which the Reverend had read passages that were never meant for human eyes or ears. He was ranting now, lost in the memory of the ceremony. Sarah pressed the cultist for more.
I bet she did.
Certain that any detail could be the key to undoing her nightmare. Oh, this store is a nightmare. But before he could continue, a cacophony of rustling erupted around them. Startled, the young man's eyes shot toward the noise, like he down on 12th Street, the blood draining from his face.
Filled by the Crips.
It's too late! Oh, he whispered, I'm so sorry.
He was terror stricken.
Yeah, just finish it up.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, finish it up. Finish it up.
Finish it up.
All right,
I'll do
all
the
right.
next chapter.
Sarah grabbed his hand. No, it not be too late, she insisted, pulling him up. Help me stop this. He nodded weakly, the will to fight reignited by Sarah's determination. Together, they moved forward with renewed purpose. Each cracking stalk, an echo of the looming threat that Sarah knew they would have to. I told you to put water on it.
Come on, people.
The end. Tassels and teeth.
Sounds like a new burlesque show. That's also my dentist's office.
Hey, that's a good idea, actually.
Get your teeth done.
I'm all for that.
You won't need any Novocaine because you can just watch the show.
Them teeth done dance right out of his mouth.
Let's say we've got a sudden massive increase in cavity reports at this place.
No, that's just disease. We plug that disease out. We make a thing called penicillin for that.
Oh, I was just going to make a joke about how there's a lot of cavities being filled.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah, but there's penicillin for that disease.
You go down to the free clinic. That's where we go.
Only costs a cab ride to get there.
It's on the corner of Peachtree and 34.
There is one in Atlanta, but that's okay. But there is one on Peachtree and 10. What? No, I don't know.
What?
What? Huh?
Who to what now? Oh. Who's got the next
7.
one?
Yeah.
Chapter 7. Tassels and Teeth. As Andy and I stood there and watched, the world had turned to a labyrinth of golden tassels, whispers. Ever rustle, a potential threat. Ever shadow, hiding nightmare with teeth. Deputy Grainer's heart pounded in his ears as he ventured deeper into the cornfield. The events of the day haunting each step. The missing, transformed townsfolk had once been faces of friends and neighbors, and now, twisted into grotesque parodies of humanity, plagued his thoughts. As he called out for Eliza, his voice seemed to catch and hang in the thick air, absorbed by the dense crop. His flashlight beam cut a swath through the darkness, highlighting the eerie stillness of the night. The moon, a thick crescent, provided scant illumination, but just enough to catch the occasional light, glint of moisture on leaves. Or was it in the glistening eyes peering out of my friend Andy? And a differing.
This is why I come on this show, for that one. That impersonation.
Oh, it's the best.
Grainier raised his shotgun. His little finger was tied on his trigger. He had encounters these corn zombies before, their little husk-like skin, their gaping, silent mouths. Special. But it was the eyes that chilled him the most. Oh, they were just so devoid of humanity. They were replaced by a kernel, no pun intended, of madness. This was just the order of Aiton had wrought upon Maysfield. Well, a little rustle to his left caused him to spin around, do a little bit pirouette as he raised his hand above his head, did a little swing. Weapon at the ready instead of the horror he expected. There stood Sarah Fields. Her face was painted like, well, just to say it was painted. Meow.
Something was painted.
Well, it was a chaotic palette of fear and relief. Well, I don't know whose palette it was, but it was multiple little corny guys that were just painting that face. Special little.
Sounds like Fire Island.
Well, she said she escaped the ritual of the madness, but I don't believe that for a second. I think she was all into it. And, well, the madness went in now. Well, like him, it was searching for answers in the corn. Well, we know where her corn was getting plugged at. Grainier,
I bet I know what the answer was.
Well, it was splat. Grainier, she breathed, her voice a mixture of fear and determination. We can't let Saul continue like this because it's just making a mess all over my face, and just I don't know what to do. But Kaiser.
Come on, Kaiser.
He's dying. He's dying.
Get it together. You're a professional, sir.
Oh, if you only had any idea why I was laughing so hard.
I sent him a naughty.
I know.
It was all my fault.
Anywho, we need to find him. Grainier replied, his resolve hardening. But first, Eliza, do you have any idea how we reverse this? The Schwader's story of one of the deserter, the clues he had shared before succumbing to his own fears, disappearing back into the corn. There was talk of an ancient text, counter ritual, or some Klaatu Barada Nikto or something like that. Anywho, yeah, disappear back in the corn, ancient text. Oh, yeah, I already read that counter ritual. It might undo the horror that had been unleashed upon the town. Their conversation was cut short as the corn around them seemed to come to life. Rasping and shuddering as the corn zombies emerged. I swear to God, you could take care of that if you just got yourself a propane tank and a weed burner and just go to town, buddy, and have a good old time right there. Swear to God, that'd fix it up right now. Together they fought, and Grainier's shotgun blast punctuating Sarah's frantic incantations. They moved back to back, an island of sanity amidst the sea of chaos. The cultists were relentless, but with each one they failed. Grainier felt a step closer to saving his friend to save Maysfield. Yep, sounds like something Dale would put together. God damn. Then
it was another trick by the FBI.
Settle down, Dale. I still got another paragraph to read. Then in the clearing ahead stood an imposing figure of Reverend Saul, his arms raised high and his voice booming across the field, extolling the virtues of his newfound gods. Well, sounds like some commie talk to me. Grainier's blood boiled as he watched the man who had brought this curse upon him, who had turned devotion into devastation. God damn it, Bobby. Why do you make me read this shit?
Oh, God.
I'm almost too good at that voice.
Yes,
You are good at it, yes. We need him, don't you know? Sarah said, gripping Grainier's arm. He knows how to end this.
No.
Oh,
I think I'm getting turned on.
With steely eyes and a grip on his weapon that would not waver, Grainer nodded. They stepped forward, prepared to confront the man, the myth, the madness. Reverend Soul turned his gaze upon them, a smirk etching across his lip. You seek to understand, he proclaimed, to control what you cannot comprehend. The tassels have teeth, my friends, and the harvest is just beginning.
You're supposed to tell me they have teeth beforehand.
Yeah, why aren't you telling me that?
It's unacceptable.
That's losing it right now. He's just like, oh God, no. You broke him.
Yes! Yes!
Oh,
oh,
God.
hurry you now. I mean, hey, your it's like the most.
Damn kids are whacking off in my tool shed.
Damn kids are jerking off in my woodshed. Oh!
All right, y'all ready to go to church?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Chapter 8, Rituals and Reversals.
Amen.
As twilight claimed its way across the skies of Mayfield, the sinful Sarah Fields and Deputy Grainer stood defiantly before the weathered altar at the center of the cornfield, where Reverend saw his eyes flickering. They were flickering. He wasn't batting them like a little southern doll. He was flickering with the fires of madness and revelation. Began to speak with a fervor that chilled their bones.
Oh, yeah.
You seek to undo what has been sown, to unravel the tapestry of the A10's will. So be it. The ritual was but the first harvest, a necessary culling to prepare the soul for what is to come. It's coming. It's coming, folks. I say it's on its way. He proclaimed, his voice rising above the rustle of corn leaves.
Amen. Amen.
He revealed that the ritual's true intention had been not just to transform the followers, but to bring forth an ancient entity from the depths of the earth.
How far down?
Behind the rose.
Using the corn zombies as a vessels for its arrival. The eclipse, he explained, was merely a celestial signal. It was a signal. He sent out a beacon of light. It was like a lighthouse on the shore, marking the time for the entity's rebirth into the world. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Amen. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
You got to finish that off, Reverend. I'm not doing that.
But Reverend Saul continued. You let me wipe my forehead. Grinding his heel into the soft earth. The ritual you witnessed was flawed, incomplete. I say it wasn't done. It wasn't finished. It needed to be finished.
Even more. Slap it.
Like a $2 hooker, it needed to be finished.
I haven't finished.
To control forces beyond their comprehension. Oh, the spirit done took me.
That one tired me out.
Amen.
Amen.
This is for the
Amen.
Cartman. What is this?
Days.
What is this, Cartman? Cartman, I don't understand. What is this? I can't read it.
It's called Taz and Titties.
Titties? What are titties?
Thank you for the $2 super chat, Puddleton.
Thank you, Puddletown. Puddletown, you have turned into a $2 whore. I love it.
Like a $2 hooker. It needed to be finished.
Oh, burn it, Mr. Lamar.
The Yamaha really hates having to follow that.
He's like, you fucker. And breathe. Breathe.
And sing.
You're supposed to turn that thing off, Yamaha.
Sarah, in her instincts as an investigative journalist surfacing, pressed him for a way to reverse the horrifying transformation. Grainer, ever the protector, kept his firearm trained on Saul, never letting his guard down despite their need for the madman's knowledge. With a haunting smile, Saul divulged that the heart of the reversal lay in the destruction of the entity's nascent form, hidden within the most transformed of the cultists, the Corn Maiden, Eliza Cobb. Only by confronting and extinguishing the entity's presence could their curse be lifted. Armed with this grim knowledge, the unlikely allies set out to gather what few items they could from the chaos-stricken town, salt from the local diner for its purity, iron shavings from the town's mechanic for their grounding properties, and fire, an element of cleansing and renewal.
Well, the sun had dipped further as they prepared, and then light of dying in the shades of bloody crimson as they returned to the field. Well, them shadows lengthened, and the husk whispered of the corn zombies. They grew louder, a little more urgent. Bodies that were once wore the faces of friends and loved ones, they were now twisted through the rows of corn and looking a little bit like they just might have had a little bit too much on their plate. Their grotesque forms and an ungodly fusion of flesh and plant, sort of like a vegan. Sarah and Greenier moved with purpose. Well, they were sort of setting up a perimeter around this there altar, and they laid down circles of salt and created a little makeshift barrier, added a little bit of butter to it, and a little bit of fire. And next thing you know, we got ourselves a popcorn roast. Barrier with the iron shavings. Well, the iron was just to make the grass turn a little bit greener. And while they were forming symbols of binding and protection as instructed by Saul's cryptic directions, but it wasn't doing any good because, whenever you tattoo tramp stamps on your ass, it doesn't really make it look much better. And of course, that area, it was tensed, and the atmosphere was thick, and sort of like Lieutenant Grainier there. He was getting a little thick thinking about that corn cob queen. And it was an anticipation. It was a little supernatural, but hey, redheads, they do that to you. And the corn zombies, they were pressing forward. Of course, that's how zombies do, because if they walk backwards, well, then they wouldn't be zombies. It'd be some sort of freak show. But
Well, they shot back at the barriers. They were hissing like a bunch of vampires in a horrible movie, and they were hissing and clawing like a bunch of queens. And the unforeseen forces, well, they were keeping them at bay, just sort of like San Francisco.
Alrighty.
Speaking of queens.
Alrighty.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
So how did it hold Elijah? They read already the corn maiden stood statuesque, no longer the innocent they knew, but a vision of darkness the ritual had called forth. Her gaze held a hunting awareness, the depth that spoke of ancient knowledge and hunger. When you looked at Sarah, the way their task reflected in his eyes,
This is it.
he said,
One shot to put things right.
with the determined nod, Sarah lit the prepared pyre, her journalistic instinct giving way to a primal need to survive, to fight back against the darkness that had uncovered the once sleepy town. The flames were to life, casting flickering light against the approaching night, and the reversal began. I did a bit of a short thing here.
Elmo, go drink your special milk now.
Elmo, drink your special milk. Make sure that.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go in the box again, Vaster. I don't want to go back in the box. No, don't make me go back in the box.
I lost track of the reading, and I thought he said one shaft to make things right.
Well, we know where your law's mind
I don't
is.
want to go in the back room.
One shaft in the back room to get it. What?
Puts the lotion on the
On the
skin.
skin.
Gets the holes again.
I do me.
The lotion in the basket.
Put the lotion in the basket.
Chapter 9 The Second Sundown. Sarah and Deputy Grainer stood at the edge of the vast cornfield, the sinking sun painting the sky in hues of orange and purple.
Definitely.
Stolen.
Edging purple.
Definitely purple.
Why?
The stolen light of the day waned, leaving a solemn promise of darkness to come, a darkness they knew all too well now, having stared into the frenzied eyes of the corn zombies. The materials for the reversal ritual lay haphazardly at their feet, ancient texts scrawled with the long-forgotten incantations, a silver chalice filled with pristine water from Maysfield's old well, and the seven sacred grains, each representing a different aspect of the life they sought to restore. Grainer glanced at Sarah, his eyes betraying a mix of fear and determination. Are you ready for this?
You ready for this now?
Hold my
He
beer.
asked, his voice steady despite the adrenaline coursing through him. Sarah nodded, silently reciting the words Reverend Saul had revealed to them under duress.
It has been there. The second sundown. He got it.
I'm like, where's the punctuation on this damn thing? Oh, okay. Here, okay.
It has to be now. The second sundown, he called it. The moment when day and night are equal, and the barrier between worlds goes thin. The perfect time for a ritual, whether it awoke or to banish. As the final sliver of sun touched the horizon, they began. Sarah read aloud from the ancient text, her voice clear and unyielding, while Grainer arranged for sacred grains in a precise pattern around the chalice. What is this hippie crap? The wind picked up, rustling the corn stalks around him, whispering secrets long kept,
and soon to be ended.
Lynette, where are you? Lynette, where are you? Can you bring me more of that sexy body?
Damn it, Mom, I'm out here with my internet friends.
Diva, wow, with that sexy voice, you get a freebie.
Thank you.
A $5 freebie.
Heck yeah. Anytime.
I still had to pay.
Yes. Yes, you do.
Dearly.
Dearly.
Oh my.
And with the ever faint, soft whisper on the wind of the great American cock gobbler, cock caw, cock caw.
Cobb. It's Cobb. C-O-B. Cobb.
Cobb.
That's not what he said.
Spell it, Queen. Spell it.
The sky grew darker, and from the depths of the cornfield, a cacophony arose. The shambling steps of the corn zombies, the collective moan of souls lost and foundering. At the head of the horde, the corn maiden, one Eliza Cobb, now a grotesque mockery of ritual's intent, emerged from the stalks with malevolent grace. Grainer tightened the grip on his makeshift weapon as he fashioned a scythe with an edge sharpened beyond its intended use.
It doesn't work. Yeah, you ought not done that boy.
He's got a sling blade, son.
It will. Sarah cut him off, her voice stronger than she felt. It has to. The corn maiden.
Hey, that's no different than any audiobook I've ever heard of a guy trying to do a female voice. Okay?
That's true. It's true. It's true.
It's woo. It's woo.
Woo, it's woo.
Bitter, baby.
Making a German spectacle of yourself.
Making a German spectacle of yourself. Excuse me while I whip this out.
Auf Wiedersehen, baby.
Auf Wiedersehen, baby.
Anyway.
The corn maiden advanced, each step an affront to the natural order they sought to restore. Sarah's incantations grew louder, more insistent, as the water in the chalice began to glow with an ethereal light.
Go ahead. You got the sling blade down, son.
Let's see, does he say anything? You want?
Grainer swung his scythe with a desperate fervor. Got a gas. Holding back the horde as best he could while Sarah reached the crescendo of the reversal ritual. And he'd mustered. Words became power. Fire became weapon. And then at last the sunlight vanished. The chalice erupted with a blinding radiance.
And then, as quickly as it began, the chaos ceased. The bones of the horrors, died down. The oppressive energy that fueled their transformation dissipated into the night air. Little corn zombies, their bodies, they were all twisted in grotesque moments before. They collapsed into the dirt, and they were human once more. Well, shit. He does screw that up. Well, that there corn maiden, she lie in the center of the field, little slut. Her breaths were shallow, but the madness had left her eyes. Well, because she was dry heaving. She needed to drink a little more, and she whispered a name. Oh, whenever she whispered, she got down really quiet, soft. She said, "Grainier's name." Oh, Grainier, give it to me, Daddy. Give it to me. Well, and Sarah,
and Granier stood amidst the fallen. The reversal ritual was complete. Well, the second sundown, their unlikely savior, they shared a moment of silent understanding, each feeling the weight of that. And what had passed, and what was yet to come. Oh, in the lion's girlfriend, they were between faith and fanaticism. They had been blurred and they were broken. And Macefield would need to find a way to heal in the aftermath of the harvest of horror. But for now, as the first stars appeared in the night sky, there was hope. So much hope, special. A hope as delicate as the tassels on her breasts of the corn that no longer held any horrors, those damn horrors. A hope that life, with all its mysteries and complexities, well, they might go on, but do they really want them to? Because we like those little tassels.
You talk prettier than a $20 whore. Almost lost a $400 hand cart.
Oh, burn, Mr. Lamar. You use your tongue prettier than a $20 whore. Anyway, more beans, Mr. Taggart. I'd say you had enough.
I'd say you had enough.
Chapter 10, Reaping the Whirlwind. As the last rays of the sun bled away into the dusk, a stillness swept across the fields of Maysfield. The ominous rustling of the corn stalks ceased, and the twisted parody of life that had animated flesh and foliage alike fell away. The air itself seemed to breathe a sigh of relief as the reversal ritual carefully enacted by Sarah Fields and Deputy Granier took hold. The corn zombies, those unfortunate souls caught in the throes of the Order of the Aten's dark ritual, began to shudder and collapse. All around the cornfield was littered with the fallen bodies of town's residents, the labyrinthine stalks now serving as a makeshift infirmary for those in desperate need of care. Let me just go ahead and finish it out, or what?
No, go ahead and we'll pass it all around.
Okay. Film at 11.
Well, now I have to.
Yes.
As the eclipse's sinister influence receded, color returned to the faces of the transformed cultists. Eyes that had glowed with an otherworldly light dimmed and regained the depth of humanity. Groans and cries filled the air. But these were the groans of the confused and the relieved, not the monstrous sounds that had echoed just minutes before.
Grains.
Fill me with knowledge, news lady.
Grains. Red rum grains.
Sarah and Granier watched, their own exhaustion momentarily forgotten, as the townspeople began to make sense of the horror they had endured.
You're killing me.
It was a moment of reckoning, one in which the line that had been so starkly drawn between faith and fanaticism blurred and then faded altogether. The townsfolk had been seekers of a transcendent experience, only to have been led into terror by the misguided zealotry of Reverend Saul. You're welcome, Ballstorm. You're welcome.
Can you just finish me off?
What?
I told you, it doesn't matter where he gets his engine revved up, just as long as he goes in the right
As long as it gets revved, that's all that matters.
Yours was vibrating.
So, bitches, with the immediate danger averted, Sarah's mind turned to the task that awaited her, slut. She had come to Maysfield with a mission to investigate, to uncover the truths behind the Order of the Aten. Now, as she looked out over the fields, she knew her story would be unlike any she had ever written, because there's a lot of her experiences she just didn't write about.
Well, she filmed them though. I saw it on OnlyFans.
Shh.
I saw them on OnlyFans. Just saying.
Shizzy, calm down. I'll get to you. It would be a tale of darkness and hope, of madness and redemption. It would be the story of a town brought to the brink, and of a woman and a studly deputy who had stood against an unimaginable threat. Deputy Garner stood beside Sarah, slut, his face drawn with fatigue, his eyes reflecting the weight of loss. For him, the past hours held a deeply personal anguish. He probably needed somebody to comfort him. Someone a little more manly. Eliza Cobb, the corn maiden, slut, had been both a victim and an instrument of the chaos. Granger had fought to save her, only to witness firsthand the terrible forces that had claimed her. Sarah, Grainer said, breaking the silence between them. We did it. We actually fucking did it.
Go ahead. Go ahead there.
No, just finish that. Finish that part out.
Okay.
And then I'll do as the night settled. From there.
We did. Sarah replied, her voice husky like a big man. I mean, despite the emotions that had threatened to overwhelm her.
But the healing is just beginning for all of us, as long as there's a B flag.
Oh my God, I'm dying.
Dying. Hey, it wasn't $50, it was $20. Expert.
Oh my God.
And so, as the night settled over Maysfield, the townspeople emerged from the fields, their faces etched with the ordeal they had survived. Some swept openly, clinging to each other in a shared grief. Others simply sat in tuned silence, grappling with the memories that would haunt them for years to come. In the coming days, Sarah would write her article, and the stories would spread far beyond the borders of Hobbiton, of the small town. And for now, as she watched families reunite and the community begin to bind its words, she knew that the true story of Maysfield was one of human resilience in the face of overwhelming darkness. As the stars twinkled into existence above, Sarah and Grainer made their way out of the cornfield, their steps heavy but resolute. They had faced the whirlwind and emerged unscathed, but undefeated. And as Maysfield slowly began the process of healing, it was his victory, however fraught, that would guide them through the nights to come. And now, it is time, Frodo.
Oh, precious!
Precious. Where's all the precious?
I have a $2 happy ending.
$2 happy ending.
Time is run out, but not my determination and my resolve. And that, my dear friends, ends that particular story. So now we've got a new one that we've got to create. What
Is there
say
another
you,
one?
chat? What say you, chat? What
That turned out so much better than I thought it was going
It
to.
was. It was
Yeah,
good.
it was great.
Yeah.
Dude, that was awesome.
That was
Mhm.
fun. That one came out really well. And you know, there wasn't too much toplessness.
No.
Oh.
It was a little
That was
disappointing.
That was the disappointing part.
Yeah, I
It
know.
wasn't as
We
nickety as I thought it would be.
We needed more boobs.
Oh, more boobs and more cornholing.
Couldn't
More
read as
boobs and
breathless-
more cornholing.
I needed to read more breathlessly on some parts. It was really sad.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
The chat's getting moist.
Moist.
you know, here's what we need to do. See, we need to bring in an expert. That's what we need to do.
Are you sure about that?
Oh no!
Do we have to?
Oh no!
No, because
Oh, boy.
because see, if we bring in an expert, the expert can give us our story.
Oh,
for
look,
next-
I'm having technical difficulties again.
Thanks, expert.
The audience is standing. Bye.
Diva looks hot in that hat.
That's right.
I know who else would like that hat.
Jeez, Cutter, that's all you want. Your mind cannot get out of it.
He's like, I want more smut. Give me more
Smut book
smut.
story.
Just a little more.
Oh, the expert wrapped this all up. Yeah, he'll wrap it in tin foil and slap it around with a piece of saran wrap.
Mhm.
Isn't that how you base things?
And throw it out in a lightning storm.
Probably. Expert, damn you! You share a cycle with me.
I thought you were not going to talk about that. Jeez.
All right. So what do we got for next week? All right.
Come on, chat. Y'all can come up with some great ideas. Let's go.
Because you know we're gonna we're probably not going to survive the eclipse. So if we don't survive the eclipse, what's going to happen? Are we going to go back to the Stone Age or what? What we got going on here?
We'll just do it by smoke signal.
Smoke signal. So what do you?
Sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger through a smoke signal though.
Yeah.
So what are you saying? Are we saying we're going to go back? We're going to go smoke signals here?
Yeah.
Smoke it if you got them.
All right, so we'll get some smoky signals.
Gutters Pub. Fantasies.
Fantasies.
They're all fantasies. Damn it!
Well, you know what's bad is like for Gosney's book, I ordered the wrong one. I ordered the tame one.
The taint one.
The tame. Tame.
The
Taint. I was like, I thought you said taint. You were
Taint
ordering.
No.
book.
Why are you ordering
Ain't the
Gosney's
right
taint?
book.
Thank for the right book. I did.
We can
Bosworth
all
was
just
very disappointed. He was so disappointed.
I was like, wait a minute. This the cover's not the same crap. It's the wrong
we
one.
can all just get naked. That's all. We're all naked underneath
All
all,
right.
our
Well,
clothes.
all right. Okay.
What do we do with sheep? No, we're not doing any sheep. Damn it, Kaiser.
What?
Holy cow. Holy. Wow.
Okay.
You just
They're just pulled a shizzy.
you just made her blush. I've never seen a redhead blush like that.
Elmo's a bad Elmo.
Bad Elmo.
Bad Elmo.
Bad Elmo.
We're already naked.
We already naked. Well, you know.
Diva, you know how to warm it up, girl.
I know how to warm
You
it
act
up.
like I need an excuse to get naked.
Kaiser's like, I only put the shirt on for the screen. That's it.
I say, below that, nothing.
Kaiser, get off my family.
Get off my family.
They're like pineapples. Pineapples got naked. Woo!
Guys are pulling the upside down pineapple.
Oh, let's see. We got something about cookies. Let's see. We got
Cookies.
Just bake some cookies. Yeah.
Hey, do you want to maybe we do like a cooking stream? We have a novel about cooking.
I think that's a fabulous idea.
There you go.
About
all those
cooking.
delicious
Boy, expert, what didn't you miss?
ingredients,
Pack one of
the
it.
sugar and the butter and the heavy cream.
Heavy
Throwing in the
cream.
flour.
Oh yeah. I'm excuse me while I, just
Excuse me while I whip this out.
while I
Beating
whip it,
those-
I'm gonna whip it real
Yeah.
good.
And then some
da.
decadent chocolate, so rich and
Oh,
smooth.
decadent. Okay,
Yeah.
so what we're gonna do? Oh, that's wonderful. It will be it'll be a recipe book. Recipe book.
My big thick slab of meat.
Mm.
Well, basically, hey, that sounds like a really good idea. What we'll do is we will prepare a dinner for you tomorrow, or not tomorrow. Well, I'll do that tomorrow anyway.
Right.
But for next week, it will be dinner for like the rest of the week. How's that?
I
Like,
think that's a
we'll have
fabulous idea.
we'll have plenty of meals just to bring it up. We will just get like a whole bunch of like different recipes and sort of throw those together. And then whenever we get those together, it'll be just like,
Hello guys, it's Jovan, and you know what time it is? Disco time.
Yeah, it is.
welcome, expert. What's up, brother?
It's all about the disco, man. It's all about the disco.
It's all about the disco.
It's all about
What's
this.
going on?
This ain't no disco. This ain't no party.
Hang on a second. I can't hear anything.
Uh-oh.
We can hear you.
Yeah, we
At least
can
you're
hear
using
that.
the right mic.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened? Did I use the wrong one?
No,
Oh, you're using the right one.
you have in the past.
Oh, well, I mean, that's duh.
Yeah.
Duh.
I mean, yeah. I mean, what do you think I am? Bro?
No.
This is amateur night every night, man. No way. No way. So, hey, what are you guys up to?
So what do you think, expert? That sounds like a good idea. We just have a really interesting cooking story.
Like Paula Dean?
Yeah, like Paula Dean.
Maybe a little different, just a little.
More like Giada.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
She's got, man, that's
I'd roll her
a
around some
conversation
butter.
right there. That's a conversation. It's a little weird, right?
Some olive oil,
Little flour.
some thyme. Yeah.
I never have enough time to finish.
Yeah, I spilled my spice rack once. I had too much time on my hands.
Good.
You spelled whose spice rack? Whose spice rack were you
I said
playing
mine.
with?
You said
Mine.
Miami?
You're playing with your own spice rack. Okay.
Yeah, well, you know,
I'd rather
it gets
play with
lonely over
Miami.
here sometimes.
I'd rather play with Miami Spice Rack. Just saying. You know?
Well,
Is she in the chat?
no.
I don't know.
Oh.
She should be.
Texas Jim was, so you know she's texting her and telling her.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, that's scary.
Yeah, it is.
Well, ladies are scary sometimes.
What? No one.
But
So, all right, where am I?
What?
There's too many
Five.
things. Oh,
Whenever
wait.
No,
you're
no, no, no.
five-
You don't say a thing.
No, whenever you're 5 and you put bubble gum in their hair, they're very scary.
Oh, well, that's different.
Who does? What are we doing?
She wasn't 5, Shizzy. That was your wife.
She pulled out her pocket knife, too. Like, listen, you will.
My wife.
See, little
Are you guys talking about Valkyrie?
No. But I
That's a
could see
different
Valkyrie
story.
doing that, too.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a different story.
Yeah. Then she like.
She did. Yeah.
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 Yeah, she would.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I
Cool.
do what you gotta do.
Now I got everything set the way I can see. How are you guys doing? What's happening? What happened
Oh,
today?
Man.
What happened today? We're doing a Sunday story time. We do this every Sunday.
Mhm.
Really?
So yeah,
That's cool. Like
See,
church.
we try to bring people together.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Creativity.
I have
and
a hard
joy.
time with that. I
No.
like divisiveness.
Oh.
You do.
I like putting people, picking them apart. You know, that's the greatest thing. Never mind. That's really bad. It was really
It's
bad.
the
What I was
only
gonna
show
say.
on,
Like
on
that's
YouTube where I can actually use voices and that might be taken differently elsewhere.
how you doing traveling? So I did a insomnia stream last night. That was cool.
I know. I saw that.
I saw that.
I saw that this morning. Whenever
Yeah,
I
I was
woke up.
asleep.
Dude, I should
person.
have been. Like I fell asleep like at I don't know, like 12:30, and then woke up at like 2.
Ooh.
And then I don't know what happened next. And next thing you know, I'm on stream, and then traveling comes over. I'm like, dude, I'm getting ready to end. I really was, but then I was on a roll, and you know how Falstaff knows when I'm on a roll.
Yeah.
Just don't stop him. He's rolling.
Yes, Doc Holliday, I know.
Yeah.
I was like, I was talking about when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor and all that. And so anyway, next thing you know, it was daylight. It was daylight, and then
yeah, that happens
hold on,
every day.
cicadas go pee pee.
Yeah,
No,
you
they
know
do.
that?
Oh, dude,
That's crazy.
I've got the video for you. So,
Hey,
so
don't we have
you're-
24 hours of darkness tonight or something?
This is
that'd
not
be
Alaska.
awesome. That would be awesome.
I thought it was. Hey, Diva, you look hot in that hat.
Oh,
I
thank
know.
You should like,
You know?
yeah, black. I don't think I've ever seen you in black.
I wear black a lot. Yeah.
So,
I don't know. Like, I like this look on you.
Oh.
so I created
it's kinda cool.
a new
Okay.
I created a new one.
You know, the only
So-
thing missing from us talking like this is my wife.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're exactly
Balstorm
right.
and her like talking, having a good conversation. You and I talking like, the sexy talk. Yeah, you can't help it when you got sexy people around each other. It's so hard being around everybody else. This looks like a chocolate milkshake.
Yeah, it does.
I like to have a chocolate milkshake.
Oh, okay, you did change it. Okay.
What happened?
Hey. Hey, who's that
Oh God!
What's happening?
I didn't see it.
You guys see that?
Oh, I just saw that.
Cicada pee.
Oh.
Oh God!
What? They do that?
Yes. Yeah.
Holy cow.
Potatoes.
Well, you know what that means. We're gonna be going buying some more grub killer.
Yeah.
There you go.
Better
It's an otter in a creek.
Even better.
Yes.
Yes!
Oh, damn you.
I love this guy.
He got it. He got it.
Yeah.
Beat me to it.
Oh yeah.
Music goes perfect with that.
the best golf.
Yeah, but you don't have Skeletor.
I saw that. I saw that.
What was that on?
Come on, that's awesome, right?
That is great.
Even a
So
monkey can drive.
I thought that would be a perfect introduction to like taking a during my slight break. Because see, Monday every morning I just want to go grab some more coffee, but I'm like strapped to my location here, so I've got to have.
Why don't you like start 5 minutes later and just get some coffee?
No, because I already have coffee. It's just I finish it. I'm there
Yeah,
for
you
2
need more coffee.
I need more
You need to
coffee.
go more, yeah.
You
so
get a
I-
USB cup. That'll keep it hot.
well, it's not about getting it hot; it's getting it refilled.
Oh.
Yeah. Now he takes like 2 coffee breaks during his show.
Yeah.
And the last video he had, all the chicks looked like they needed a sandwich.
Yeah.
You know what I want? I want to get an intern. Have you thought about that, Shizzy?
I thought about it, but you know what the
Wouldn't that be
problem with
great?
interns are?
Do what?
The problem with interns, they're so
Right
demanding.
turns?
It's like I have a wife.
No. Like it's like get like someone from the School of Communications. I'm sure somebody want to hang out with like cool dude.
School
like,
of Communications.
Yeah, right. You know,
What?
they get
Somebody
college
that can
credit
actually
for it.
talk? Like
And
someone
I'll
that's
be
smart
like,
or
yeah,
something?
hey,
Yeah.
here you go. That's how you do it. What do you think?
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
sure.
Then they could like run my Twitter account.
Oh, that would be fun. No, that
Yeah,
would
that'd
be
be
handler.
fun. Go, because your Twitter would start to suck after that.
Yeah.
Sucks already, but you know.
No, that's the best part about it is it sucks expert style. You don't want it sucking intern style because then interns suck. Ask Monica.
I was just thinking that somebody have to buy a blue dress. It would be
I'd like to
messy.
meet Monica.
Cigars.
It'd be a mess.
Some cigars.
If
Yeah.
you could interview Monica, that would be fantastic.
Wouldn't it
If
be
I
the
could-
greatest interview in all time?
Oh my God, yes.
If I
I'd
could
be like,
interview
"So."
Monica, I would
Yeah, I'd be like,
interview
so
Monica
tell me about
like this.
yourself.
So Monica,
How should I
tell
know
me-
you?
I would be like, Monica, tell me all about yourself. Did you really?
No, I'd just be like, why are you famous? What happened? What made you what made your cream come to the top?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's what happens in butter.
That's a loaded question, dude. That is a loaded question.
The Macho Man knows that the cream always raises to the top.
Still can't believe Macho Man died. Hey, was WrestleMania last night?
It's 2 nights now. It's Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, I
night.
can't do that. No, that's
Yeah.
just no. You can't.
Luckily, I have Peacock for free thanks to my cable company. So
Yeah, I do too. Do you get to see it on there live?
yeah, you can.
Oh, well, I missed that, didn't I?
I'm looking for a driver. I think the monkey's looking for a job.
Wouldn't that be cool?
It would be
Trust
cool.
me, Bodisha, that monkey makes more, that orangutan makes more money than all of us combined. I guarantee you.
Yeah. I'm
Oh
sure.
yeah.
Yeah. All he does is drive around in his golf cart and collect.
I need a
super-
golf cart.
You do need a
It's so
golf
much
cart.
fun.
You do need a golf cart.
Only
It's
if
so
you'll let
cool.
your hair like flow back like that.
Grow the hair back out.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to grow the hair back out and let it just fluff up like that while you like.
My
you
hair
have to
doesn't
get
grow like
hairy-
that anymore, though. It's weird.
You gotta get the hairy
I tried to do
armpits.
that.
It's because you're old.
Maybe get
Everything
Volstorm
changed after I was in a coma.
or just get Volstorm.
I can't touch my nose with my tongue anymore.
That's a
the
you
very first thing I
problem.
noticed.
That's a
I was
you
like,
problem.
Can we
Right?
get Vol-
Some shrinkage problem. Yeah.
I mean, I woke up a month later. I couldn't touch my nose with my tongue.
I got some
Really?
pliers
Damnedest
that'll
thing.
take care of that.
You know. Anyway, guys, did you have a good day the other day? You were all celebrating your celebratory celebration.
I was having a good day.
Awesome. You had
we a
the
great time.
sister-in-law come over and take care of the rugrat.
Yep, that was nice, and had some good news come down the pipe on Friday. Had a little bit of an unexpected windfall, and got to leave work early. So I pretty much got out of work most of Friday, and still got paid. And then
Now, windfall's a
Eclipse
fart,
tomorrow.
right?
No, it means I got paid. But anyway.
Oh, well, that's good, man. That's good.
But then on top
Gotta
of that,
get paid.
because of the eclipse tomorrow and all the crazy people coming into town to celebrate that and go see because I'm in the path of totality. Well, I get Monday off too.
She
fully
does make
paid.
purses.
So, yay.
She does. She does make purses.
So, are you going to go sunbathe tomorrow?
Probably not sunbathe, but I am going to be live streaming the actual eclipse.
What time is that?
For my area, it's going to start right around 1:45. It's when it start moving into position, and I'm not going to say when totality is supposed to be because I want people to come out and hang around for the entire time and not just tune in for like.
But
one
it's something that we could easily look up on the internet.
If you knew my zip code, maybe.
You'll be
Ooh.
asleep anyway.
Like 1 o'clock in the afternoon?
Yeah.
1:45 p.m. is when it goes when we
I
go
got stuff-
live,
I'm
and then
got
shortly
important
after
things to
that
do
is when
tomorrow.
it should start moving into
Going to
position.
Home Depot?
You said sharp.
I went to Home Depot today, actually.
Bed Bath and Beyond?
No, they're closed.
They're
You know that?
closed. Chapter
gone.
13.
Nationwide,
whatever
they're
it was.
gone.
Who?
Shut down.
Who is?
Bed Bath and
thinking-
Beyond.
He's thinking of Bath and Body Works. Don't let him fool you.
Okay, that's what I meant.
Yeah,
That's what I meant.
That's the store he secretly goes into because it's next to Victoria's.
Well, that's how he keeps his skin smooth.
Well, I could see Volstorm doing
He
that.
does.
No, I meant
He
you.
likes the scents.
He does. He likes
He
all
does.
the.
You know what? Have you ever
I
taken
do like
like
the scents. I
yeah,
do.
you can't if you could take the Yankee candles out of Yankee Candle and like change the name.
You mean
like
take
he
the
would
Yankee
he
out
would
of the
smell
candles?
candles all day.
He would smell candles.
It's so
all
much
day.
fun. But aren't candles the most fun thing in the world? A properly scented candle is awesome. You have fire and you have this smell that is it doesn't come out of a can. You know, it's just a candle is awesome.
Yankee Candles Citrus and Sage is by far my favorite.
Who is?
Yankee Candles Citrus and Sage.
Is somebody else make it besides Yankee Candle? I don't know. Can't get past the word, man. They're
Can't get
such
past it,
haters.
no.
Yankees are. Like if it were Confederate candles,
Yeah.
then you know they got butter in them.
Oh, you went to Lowe's today. Well, look. Here's what I.
I'm
finished
sorry to
up
hear that.
today. So I got the pocket door all framed in there.
Oh,
So-
nice.
Door.
So
Didn't
now-
that sound like there's a zipper in his pocket?
So now
There's
I can
not?
actually close the door and close out the rest of the world. And whenever it lights up on the backside, it looks like there's sunlight coming through.
Ooh.
There isn't, but it looks like there is. I'm in a cave. I'm caveman. Oh my gosh. You went to
I didn't
Lowe's.
say hello to you. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm sorry to hear you went to Lowe's.
Why?
Oh, wow.
Let's
Ace
just say I
Hardware's
have prior
better.
experience there.
I like Lowe's. I
Yeah.
like it better than Home Depot.
Is that like the
Yeah, it's
time you
much
came to
better.
Knoxville and didn't have a good time? That kind
I was
of
gonna say,
experience?
was it next to the Red Lobster?
No, here's my problem.
No,
with Home Depot.
I worked for them for several years.
No, here's my problem with Lowe's. Okay, I mean Home Depot, just Home Depot in general. It makes no damn sense because you go looking for a hammer. Where do they have the hammers? With the tile.
So we were looking at like outdoor furniture, right? We need a couple chairs.
Mhm.
And actually, I take it back. My wife wants a bench because like she saw it online at Home Depot. So we go and look and see if they have it. Well, we walk in Home Depot and she's like, shouldn't it be like right here when you walk in? You know, they got the lawnmowers right there and the garden center's over to the left. It'd be like right there in that main center, like Lowe's is.
No, that would make
And
sense.
so here comes dude walking by. I was like, hey, man, where's your garden center, furniture? He's like, it's way down there where the umbrella is. I'm like, do you have an umbrella inside? And I'm supposed to like go down there to the other side of the store where like the hardware, not the hardware, but the wood, you know?
Oh, where
and
the
like
lumber
the
is.
contractor's checkout is. I'm like,
Yeah.
why would that be down there? Why wouldn't it be out like garden section?
No, it makes no sense.
No,
Like-
it's weird.
Like Home Depot, I think they just they hired their orangutan to come in and do all of their like.
Hey,
setup.
I
'Cause
will not stand for any blasphemy against the orangutan. He's cool.
No,
Orangutan is awesome.
the orangutan is cool. I'm just saying that he might be putting things like not where they're supposed to be just to see who gets confused. 'Cause I joke not. I wandered around. I was like, okay, I just need to get a damn claw hammer because mine broke. It might have been something about throwing it through a wall or some crap
That
like
would
that.
do it.
But I was just looking for a hammer, and I'm like, okay, you would think hammers would be in the tool section. No, the only thing you find in the tool section are staple guns. And I'm like, okay, so all you have for tools are staple guns and staplers and drills, but no drill bits. Where are your drill bits? Well, the drill bits are over there, and you're like wandering around. And it's just like, okay, I have spent like an hour looking for a God blessed hammer, and I'm never going to find one in this store. And so I asked someone, and they're just like, well, I don't know. They're supposed to be right over there. I would think they'd be in the tool section. It's like, yeah, you would think they'd be in the tool section, don't you? It's like, no, the hammers are over there in the tile section, and right next to it you have like you have safes that are sitting next to like hacksaws and like grinders. I'm just like,
Well, it makes sense. If you need to break into the safe, you got the tools right there.
We'll sell you the safe and a spare entry tool in case you lose your keys.
I'm just like, what kind of orangutan figured this shit out? Because it doesn't make a whole damn bit of sense.
Have y'all
to
ever
me.
heard of Martinez hammers?
What?
No.
Yeah, is that the one that has a little pop out on it?
I don't know if it pops out, but it's a titanium, and you can get custom. Oh man, they're
Killing
so
me.
cool.
You do this
what?
to me all the time.
Dude, trust me,
It's
man.
like,
as
oh,
soon as
let me tell you about this tool, and I'm like, damn it.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna, dude. So I designed my own. It's got an orange powder coat handle
Of course.
and a black grip with an orange bottom to it. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, it's so cool. Hang on, I'm gonna put this in the chat deal.
Oh,
What's that
holy
thing
moly,
called?
this does look
Project.
cool.
Man, I have a serious problem with Harbor Freight. Okay, those sons of bucks, they've got the cheapest crap that you can possibly
do.
buy,
Yeah,
and
they
and,
do.
and the thing about it is like, oh yeah, if it breaks, you can return it. You know how much crap I had to return to Harbor Freight within the first like 3 months?
Yeah.
Because I use tools. It's not like I just go, oh look, this would be really cool to have, and you throw it in your toolbox and use it like 2 times. No, I use tools like whenever I buy a tool, I expect the tool to last at least 6 months. At least 6 months. You know, you buy a jigsaw from there, and you're lucky if you don't cut the limb off, because the thing just all of a sudden went haywire and starts electrocuting your next door neighbor. It's just like, what is wrong with this damn thing?
That's my
Sounds like
defense.
something expert would do.
What I do?
Oh, it
Electrocute
would.
your next door neighbor.
It would.
There's some things you buy from Harbor Freight. There's some
There-
things you
yeah.
don't. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah,
And
don't
anything
get
you
power
need-
tools and shit from there. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
No,
What do you
no,
get there?
no, no.
Uh-uh.
No.
What do you get there?
Like, if you need wheelbarrow wheels, you can get wheels there. You can get
Yeah.
some
I
other.
don't have a wheelbarrow.
Well,
Tarps.
everyone needs a wheelbarrow.
That's your fault.
Yeah.
Why would I need
Connectors
one? I
and
don't
stuff
plan on
for
killing
the-
anybody.
For
You
the,
might.
air compressors.
might.
Or,
What
I
about
know
you?
where you can hide them.
Well,
Yeah.
Facts.
what do I need an air compressor for?
well, I do have to say, I did get a pin nailer, 23
Yeah.
gauge pin nailer that has been great. So I did get one of those from there, and it's been great. And it
How
was
do
a lot
you- what-
cheaper than getting one of the other ones. But
Right,
Like,
but how often
if you
do
get
you use it?
big, man, you
I
get
use
like
it all the
12
time.
pins in a.
I've used
like
it.
a
I
couple
use it all the
bucks.
time. It's been great.
Why are you
Okay.
nailing them?
What is he nailing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I nail all
He
kinds
said
of
pins. He's nailing pins.
but I'm not shooting myself in the face.
See, I mean, look at this. Like, this doesn't even have a nail on it. I'm so confused.
That's a pin.
You need a Martinez hammer. You're not serious.
I worry when you touch tools.
Who?
Why?
You
Me?
expert.
Only whenever he touches your tool, are you?
Oh.
No, that's a
I
privilege.
like I like really nice stuff, but then I don't have a use for it. So
Hmm.
Yeah, it's really
And I'll
nice
lose
stuff.
it.
It's really nice.
I
I
lose
mean,
it.
because I have a personalized Snap-on toolbox that's filled with a lot of tools. I've got everything
I know where
from
this is going.
Mhm.
Personalized
if anybody's interested in working for Honda, I have all the
He's
tools
got
you need to
personalized strap on with a lot of tools.
Shizzy. What
Yep.
kind of tools
Well,
have you got?
Snap-on.
He did say it was a snap-on, so
Is
Oh, they said
Snap-on.
strap on.
No,
Yeah.
Snap-on.
Snap.
same thing. Same thing.
My bad.
No, I loaded up a toolbox, and of course, this was early on in my marriage. Whenever my wife and I first got married, I got a toolbox, and of course, you can make like payments on it and everything. Yeah, I didn't tell my wife about it. That was a bad idea. I learned really early on in my marriage. If you're gonna make a purchase like that, make sure that you tell your wife, or you're just a dumbass. So yes, I qualify as an official dumbass, because whenever she found out, she was like, "What in the?"
You talking about those big like chest toolboxes?
Yeah.
Okay, so like,
Yeah.
have you seen? It's actually it's weird. It's Michelin brand, and they have them at Lowe's, I think. But get this, it has 3 drawers, and the bottom below the drawers is a mini fridge.
Ooh.
How cool is that, man?
They're garbage. I
What?
wouldn't do one of those. No, seriously. Like,
You wouldn't have a mini fridge?
No, hell no. Not
No.
in a toolbox.
Yeah, I have a full-size fridge in my garage. I don't worry about that.
True.
Oh well, you got a full size. I don't, and the grotto needs a mini fridge.
It does. It does.
Oh, dude, y'all! I was looking at the grotto today. You guys are gonna really like it. Where are the ladies at? Oh, I see the expert now. Ladies are on my channel, waiting for me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good day, happy people. Happy Monday afternoon. Rare Aussie, welcome from Australia. Good to see you.
What's up?
Rare's a good guy.
He's in the future.
He is.
He is in the
But he
future.
won't share his lotto numbers.
I know. I'm so disappointed.
Somebody has to help us out.
Can't get a single Australian to share the lotto number. I've tried. I've tried them all.
Like, come on, hook me up. Son.
Come on, man.
Yeah, but Gutter, if like it was a mini fridge that looks like a toolbox, no one would think that's where drinks are.
Well, see, that's the problem is because most shops that you work in, the power gets like they lose power all the damn time.
Could you imagine having that Volstorm and like Valhalla comes over and you go, "Hey man, will you go upstairs and give me a beer?" And like while he's gone, you open the mini fridge and you crack one open, he comes back and he's like, "Dude, what?" And you're like, "You took too long."
Did he ever get his beer?
No, man, he disappeared. He's completely disappeared.
We're gonna have to put a hurting on him.
I want
we'll have to drink him.
I have a story to come over and get it.
I would love for I have a story.
Yes.
Yes. He deserves a beer for putting up with this crap.
I've got 11 of them in the fridge if you'll come over and get
That's
them.
his Bud Light. I'm not touching it.
No, it's Yingling. It's actually Yingling.
No, he has to sneak and drink the Bud Light now. He won't drink. He won't drink.
Well, he
around
puts it
us.
in the
He
puts it in the
koozie
cans.
Well,
the Yingling cans.
He pours it in the Yingling can.
That's what he does. You know he does. He's like, I just can't get away from the flavor.
Yeah, you know when he leaves and he says he has to go smoke a cigarette. Actually, what he's doing is he's pouring the Bud Light into those cans so nobody notices.
Those are the cans he's had for the past like year. He just reuses them. He keeps buying
It's
the
like
Bud Light.
like a koozie that goes over the can now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just wraps the cans. He's smarter than
Genius.
most brain damaged people.
True.
Oh, true.
It is true. Yamaha, did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, just been hanging out, doing stuff, reading, getting stuff ready for the house and fireplace. And
are you building a fireplace?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, he has to. He has to. He doesn't want to have what happened last year.
Yeah, I don't want to freeze my ass off again.
So you're gonna do a chimney and all that?
No. It's just gas. Okay. It's going to be direct.
Gas. Well, that's not really a fire. That's like a ambiance.
Hey, no, it's not.
You got to chop some wood, man. Throw it in there.
Here's a really
BTUs. No, it'll be just enough.
Here's a really cool trick. If you're doing a fireplace, get yourself some of that rock wool, which is that insulation, the rock wall insulation, and you tear it into little bitty pieces and you throw it in the bottom of the fireplace, and it'll actually give like the look of glowing embers without like heating up. It looks really awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It's just rock wall insulation. You just tear it into small little chunks and it'll make it look like embers.
Huh.
Yeah, they're already putting that shit in there.
Oh, I bet they charge an
God, he's better.
Yeah. She wanted it all decked out. So, yeah, we've already got all that taken. They crack.
Why don't you just get like a kerosene heater?
Yeah, no.
You seem like a kerosene guy.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
He's more diesel than.
I like kerosene.
Well, I mean, kerosene is basically diesel.
Wasn't that a wrestler?
I don't want to worry about any of that fuel crap. So hooking it all up with gas and the generator and everything, so I don't have to worry about it.
Smart.
Wasn't Diesel a wrestler or something?
How bad of a time did you have it? Yeah, he was.
Big
He was a
Daddy Cool.
University of Tennessee basketball player.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
How bad of a time did you have it? Yeah, you know what? That's a whole
He was
stream.
bad.
Let's talk about that sometime. I want to know, man, because like I'm all into like the apocalypse, like surviving it, which is like basically going to happen tomorrow.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So why is everybody panicking over this? I don't understand because I'm sitting there going,
Druids. It's going to be a new moon. Like there's gonna be like no daylight. There's gonna be nothing. It's all gonna go dark.
I love it.
It's gonna be like a nuclear winter.
I knew I should have bought those night vision goggles.
You should have. I told you to
Should've
get
bought
them,
what?
Storm.
Well, I know.
What
Should
you
have bought
getting?
night vision goggles.
Well, expert,
Dude,
you know
those
what
ones are
happened-
like $100.
Do you
Yeah.
know what happened today?
What happened today?
Today the sun went down and it got totally dark.
I have
No.
lights.
I mean,
What's wrong?
I'm so freaked out. I don't know what happened.
You
It's just
handle
like,
this.
I don't know. It's like at the end of the world every day.
I feel fine.
And
Rice and beans, Stacy. Rice and beans.
I give you gas.
But you gotta have water too. Water's
Do
a
you
biggie.
really need? Do you have to have water?
Yeah.
Well, how else are you gonna mix your drink?
Yeah, it's kind of a
I don't water down Jack Daniels. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some of the stuff maybe. But
No, it's more like
yeah,
a
I don't know what
hose
else is
of
happening.
Jack Daniels. That's what happens. You never know what's happening, expert, but you do.
I don't know. No, like I said, I was up. I had that couldn't go to sleep. Woke up. That's what the problem was. Woke
It was
up.
beautiful.
And
It was
then
beautiful and gorgeous.
I don't know what else is going on.
I listened
Diva
to
looks
it-
hot.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, that's funny.
she's got her mother trucking hat on. What you gonna do?
I do.
Is
Yeah.
that what it says?
No, it
Yeah.
says locally grown.
Meow.
I didn't know I had tattooed like that.
Well,
No tattoos. Mm-mm.
tramp
No,
stamp
don't need
doesn't count.
tattoos.
No
tattoos are forever.
I don't have any tattoos. Not a one.
Like, I mean, who wants to like? You know, the only tattoo that you would really never have a regret about that you'd want forever is this.
What?
No.
You sure I would regret that as soon as I
Boston
thought
hasn't
about it.
regretted one day.
Look at you enough. I don't need to see it in other places.
I need a
There'll be
drink.
There'll be a little thing that says no regrets under it. Too.
No regret.
No regrets.
No regrets.
And-
Regrets. I don't know what it
regrets.
is.
Of course, you know. that-
Hey, Hal 9000.
Nerds.
I need
It
to talk
depends
to
on
you.
how much Valhalla or
Only-
Valhalla's had to drink.
Yeah, only if Valhalla did the tattoo.
Oh, let me tell you what. When Valhalla starts drinking Malibu, oh, that's so much funny.
That is only
It's a,
because
it's a whole other level.
And no,
Dude,
she's saying day for me too. She's saying hard day for me too. That was only because she was listening to Yamaha talk.
That's what it
She
was.
got, she got all hard and hot
She-
and bothered.
Yeah.
Moist. I believe the word is moist.
Okay, well,
Wait till you hear him do the Pledge of Allegiance.
Moist. I already told you I'm going to be naked, so you won't see me. That's what it does.
Pledge of allegiance
Hey, man.
to the flag.
You think I'm going to be wearing clothes?
He's not even wearing pants right now.
I mean,
No,
Kaiser
I'm not.
already got naked for us once.
Yeah,
didn't
he did.
Kaiser
naked?
pulled, yeah,
Yeah.
Kaiser pulled a shizzy.
He did.
He pulled his shizzy.
It was below camera, but you know.
That sounds worse. That sounds worse. Whatever expert says.
Sausage.
Oh,
Snap into a Slim
Ballstorm.
Jim.
Hold on a second. I'm going to send you
What?
something. I'm going to
Okay.
send you something, dude. Something I got to tell you. Don't tell anybody about this, okay? This
Okay.
is super secret. You're going to love this.
Okay. It's double secret probation.
Super duper secret. Quiet.
Super secret.
Well, now my whole thing froze. I can't send it.
Well,
Damn
that's
it.
Well, that's because it was too secret.
too secret.
Too secret. Too special. All right. So next week we've got a sexy cookbook.
Sexy cook.
Yes.
Mhm.
Sexy cookbook. Okay.
Yeah.
And I would
of
advise you
cream.
guys not to use the recipes unless you want like heavy cream.
Mhm. Need a lot of cream.
Who doesn't?
All right.
Everybody loves a lot of cream.
Yeah.
Butter.
Unless you got something you want to
No
add.
way.
To this expert. Do you have
Dude,
some-
don't say a word about that, man.
Okay.
do you
Damn
got
it.
something you want to add to it, expert?
What?
To our sexy cookbook? Come on, you're the idea man.
What are you cooking?
Oh, whatever.
Cookies and delectable rich chocolate and Swirls of vanilla.
You know what the problem is that
slabs of meat.
nobody makes good biscuits anymore.
Mm.
Oh,
What do you
buttered
Buttered
biscuits.
biscuit. Buttered
I
biscuit.
call it
My wife.
corn pub surprise.
Yeah, guys, I love y'all. I gotta go.
Don't worry.
So if
'cause
you guys
we-
want to come hang out, I got a members gym I gotta do.
All right, see you
So
later.
yeah, if you want to say anything, you got a link in the private chat.
Hey,
come raid me.
Nice.
Hey, I'll tell you what. If you want to send me in the private chat, if you want to send me a link to it, I'll just divert people over to you in the next couple of minutes.
Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
how do I do that?
just drop up there.
Oh wait, that's your stream.
That is
Hold on
my
a second.
stream.
How do I find my stream?
It is my
There's so
stream.
many buttons
That's
to
not-
push.
that is your stream.
It's probably where you lost her, right next to rabbits.
Yeah.
No, that's your stream. That's going to be linked to your stream.
Yeah, that's to get on. If you want to come do that thing. Where is? Oh, there you go.
Super moist
I think this
biscuit.
works.
Yeah.
Just what I'll
There you
do
go.
is I'll send everybody.
Gravy.
So yeah, I'm gonna do do like 15 or so minutes, and then I'll go over to private. And I think I'm gonna end up on Discord tonight. So if you guys want to come hang out, meet everybody, It'll be fun. It'll be a good time.
It will be.
Kaiser, I'm so happy you had a good day, man. I really am. And I have a story. I'm always looking for your head, man. I'm always looking for your head.
Always.
You know, every time I see this,
you can't see my head on this one.
every time I see this, it looks like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. That's what I think of every time I see it. I think of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle that went to church. I don't know why.
Turtle power.
I won't
Turtle
say what
power.
I think of because it's totally inappropriate.
Or
never
if
gonna
that stopped you
Look it
before
up.
and that would offend me or something.
I know. Well, see, he has kind of that faint hint of a cross behind him, and
Mhm.
you know, it's like he's a naughty priest. That's I'm sorry. That's
He is.
but not you know. Anyway,
Well, I can't
sorry.
get the whole picture in there.
Well, only part of it. You
Just part
can
of
only you can only show the bottom half. I mean, don't show.
No. That's just going to get you into trouble. So I don't.
Only one of his heads was decapitated.
Moist biscuits. I don't know how I feel about that.
Moist
Yeah,
biscuits. Yeah. We could
well,
do that.
you know, well,
Tender, flaky.
thing is Gutter's Pub loves having her biscuits buttered,
Mhm.
especially if Yamaha is doing the buttering.
Yeah.
Ah,
Mm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there
Rich,
we go.
thick, creamy butter.
moist.
Fresh churn.
Mostly it says moist cookie bakers. Oh, she's gonna have a blast. We'll have to come up with some Welsh recipes.
Yes, we will.
There you go.
Like, how do you cook a healing cue? She's gonna slap me. I know she is. She's gonna like, "Yes, damn Scottish. I'm not Scottish."
She is.
Welsh.
I'm Welsh, damn it.
That's all right. She called me a Canadian earlier today.
Well,
Could have been worse. She could have called you a Yankee.
That's true. At least Canadians know their weed.
True.
Weeds. Sorry, weeds. I mean the weed.
Grass. Kentucky
grass.
bluegrass, fescue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like special kind of stuff. All right, everybody. We will see you next week. Thank you very much, all of my wonderful hosts and guests and everybody. It's been a beautiful one. We're going to send you over to the expert. Go check it out. It's going to be a live stream just with the expert, him and his special sexiness.
Peace.
I love a buttered biscuit.
Well, you're handling that mic pretty well.
Yeah.